Alright guys, welcome back to another video. So today I want to talk about nest boxes real quick. So I really slacked off on the nest boxes. I was going to fill this area up with nest boxes. I was going to get some plywood, start running it across here, put a divider in. This is 4 feet. I was going to do like, I don't know, about six nest boxes. Totally dropped the gun on that. Dropped the ball on that. Just have been super busy dealing with everything else. So what I decided to do, instead of doing nest boxes this year, maybe I might do them next year, maybe I won't do nest boxes at all and hang like milk crates or some kind of plastic box. But I have to get ready for these guys to start pairing up and breeding. So here's the concept. I have this cage, just this one cage, and what I'm going to do in this one cage is pick a pair that I want to breed, throw them in there at night. Hopefully the next day they pair up, and then release them. And they need a nest box. So I took all the plastic boxes out and they are being cleaned. The problem is it's winter, and when I took them out, everything was frozen. Now, some weird thing, it's like 50 degrees or 45 degrees today, which is, the other day it was freezing. So I don't know what's going on with this whole weather this year. But regardless, what I'm going to do to kind of cheat a little is I'm going to use cardboard. I'm going to use cardboard boxes. So I'll give you a quick example. Here's the example cardboard box, right? Basically, it's big enough for the pigeon to fit in. I built this in a little window. There's a little nest box. I could check if there's anything going on. I'm going to fill it with straw, right? Actually, I already just did this. They just threw all the straw out, but maybe I'll throw some more straw in there. I don't know. Anyhow, so I got 2 more boxes. I'm gonna put one box on top of this, put another box on the ground, and go from there. So basically, the deal with the nest boxes or the cardboard boxes, they're free, right? I bought something from Home Depot, and then this was the box it came in, and boom, I got a free nest box, right? If I was to go out and buy boxes, which I did do initially from Walmart, they're like $1 and change, right? So again, $1 change to put a nest box together, and it takes a matter of seconds. Pretty good deal. So with that said, when I start building, I have a bunch of raised gardens, raised beds I need to build out. So what I'm going to do is, once I'm done using these, I'm just going to collapse them. They'll be filled with pigeon waste in them, and I'm just going to use them on the bottom of the raised bed to prevent weeds from coming up, but it's also a fertilizer, and as the decay, they'll provide nutrients for the plants. So overall, I think it's going to be a win-win. I'll let you know as this year goes by. All right, so let me put this video on pause, run inside, build out 2 more of these boxes, get out here and stick them to these boxes, and let's see how they work. All right, let me put this on pause. All right, guys, here's the cardboard nest boxes I was talking about. I found these 2 boxes laying around. I was like, you know what, instead of just using brand new boxes, I'll just use these. They're in perfectly good condition. I did tape the tops of them because I'm thinking if there's like another bird walking around, it doesn't push into it. I think it's gonna be fine, to be honest with you, regardless if you tape the top or not, but just in case, right? Other than that, I made a little door on the left hand side and then a little window on the right hand side, and basically I'm not going to go through the whole process of cutting a hole to film it. It's common sense. We're just going to cut 2 holes. But the window part, when I cut the hole, I'm not going to actually cut the whole thing out. I'm going to leave it just so the window kind of closes. But I want to be able to see if they're sitting on a nest or anything like that. So these are going to be my cardboard boxes. I'm going to slide a plastic a plastic dog bowl, and put them in there. And originally I was going to make nest boxes, but I do need to put in some raised gardens, and I use cardboard boxes on the bottom to prevent weeds from coming up. But if I have a cardboard box filled with pigeon waste, it might even act like a serious fertilizer, and a weed preventative. Also, another thing with these boxes, just in general, a lot of people use wooden boxes. I like to use plastic boxes. So with wooden boxes, it's really hard to disinfect them, right? You could use bleach, whatever. It gets into the wood. You don't know if it's slowly poisoning the birds or whatnot. And then with plastic boxes, they're great, except for the middle of winter when everything's frozen. So if there's waste in there and it's frozen, it's really hard to get out without cracking the box, because plastic usually gets very brittle when it's cold. So, one of the benefits with these cardboard boxes, first off, box is free. If you buy a box, it's like $1 and change at Walmart or Home Depot. And then you cut a hole, it takes all of, I don't know, 30 seconds, and you put it in your loft and you're done. And, another good benefit with this, I'm not worried about putting a cage front. Obviously I have to let the pigeons pair up before I let them use these boxes, but I have a little cage. I just have one cage. So at night I'll go in, I'll pick up my pair, I throw them in there. Hopefully they pair up that night. If they don't, the next day I go in, I throw them in there again. Hopefully within three shots at it, they pair up. And then basically, hopefully they start using these boxes, and that's it. And then, I plan on just letting them, produce young. And once I'm done having them produce young, I want to take these boxes, recycle them into raised garden beds, or at the bottom of a raised garden bed, to prevent weeds from coming up. So overall, I think it's a win-win. I hate wasting stuff, so it's going to be a good recycling project here. Other than that, again, super inexpensive. Buying just the wood alone was going to cost me like $60 to buy plywood and start cutting it and start making these boxes. And I get it, every year it's going to be a pain. I might not do this every year, I might just use the plastic boxes. But I took my plastic boxes out and everything was frozen, and my fear was like, they're going to break. And then today, it's so weird, it's like almost 50 degrees, middle of winter in January, coming on to February, and it is warm. Go figure. Anyhow, let me cut these boxes out, throw them in the loft, and we'll go from there. Alright, so here are my nest boxes. My tent was not tall enough for the third box on top, so that actually kind of works out, because this is already becoming hard to peek inside to see if they've laid any eggs or whatnot. Here's another one. This is the bowls I got from the dollar store for $1.25. I'm just gonna have these guys in here in the back, so now you can see, kind of just place them there. I got one that I just placed in there. I tape these together, so it prevents them from sliding around. I don't think anything's gonna happen. They should be fine. I left these two windows so I could peek inside and see what's going on with them. This one, I didn't leave a window. Honestly, it's already hard enough to see. I would probably have to use my phone and kind of peek in there, but overall, yeah, so these are the nest boxes. Now I'm just gonna get some straw, throw them in there, and see what happens. I'm probably gonna pick up another box. Actually, I have boxes that I bought, but I'm hesitant to use them because I could use them for something else. I might just the next box I come across that's big enough, I'll just throw it on top of here. These boxes, I don't know how big they are. I'm thinking they're like 20 inches or 24 inches by a good 12 to 14 inches deep, probably 14 inches high. I think that's more than enough. I've seen pigeons breed in like PVC pipe, so I mean, if they could breed in PVC pipe, they could breed in this. I've seen pigeons breeding in holes in the side of a cliff. I mean, just they'll literally breed anywhere. I think what's really important for breeding is good food, water, and light. And, you know, I feel like any bird that's laying eggs needs light for the calcium. I started putting grit in their food just to increase the calcium and and minerals for them for egg production. Make sure their food is at anywhere from 14 to 20% protein content, which again helps produce good eggs. Yeah, so that's that. So I'll let you know how these things work out, and then, you know, if they turn into a disaster, I'll just toss them out, and by then it'll be warm enough to throw plastic ones in here. All right, yeah, so I hope you like my nest box video. Let me know if you have any questions on this. Please leave me comments. You can tell me if I'm like totally off my rocker, or it's a great idea, or it's a bad idea. I don't know, it doesn't matter. I just you know, again, it gives me a good opportunity to learn what's going on, and I know everyone's using, like I said, these wooden nest boxes. They look super nice. They have crates, whatever. I even looked into purchasing the boxes because they were so nice, but they were, I don't know, I think they wanted like $60 per box. And I was like, you know, not for nothing, a free box or $1 and change, a $3 box setup, and it's going to do the same job as a fancy nest box or a plastic nest box. It's just not going to look as nice. Besides, this is my temporary loft anyway, so you know, this is really supposed to be a pheasant run, hence all the pheasants running around. But you know, it seems to be working as my pigeon area for the time being. All right, yeah, so I'm gonna wrap this video up. If you guys have any questions, comments, you know, you want to share something, I don't know, maybe you've done something similar and it was a super success, or maybe it was a disaster, just let me know in the comments. This way I know, you know, if there's any challenges I'm going to run into, if I could get ahead of them, that would be better. All right, yeah. Also building up the channel, which is growing pretty quick, I have to say. Channel seems like I was getting a subscriber every other day, and now I'm getting like, I would say at least 5 subscribers a day. I don't know what happened. I really appreciate you guys. My last video I was talking about how I need more subscribers. Now I'm like, wow, getting subscribers like crazy. Would love more comments. Again, I could have a zillion subscribers, but if no one's commenting, I'm not interacting with people, then I'm not really learning. So definitely, if you get a chance, leave me comments. Greatly appreciate it. All right, have a great day, and hopefully I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.